Hello and welcome. In doing this assignment, I have selected retired hockey player and coach Rick Charlesworth because not only did he play the sport as well as coach it, he took the time to study beforehand by graduating in medicine and being a federal MP for 10 years. With this, we see the diverse background and how his success has contributed to his approach of coaching. The title of the book is The Coach, Managing for Success, written by Rick Charlesworth, published in Australia 2000. The analysis today arises with the discussion of sport delivery systems, which has been experienced by Rick Charlesworth's Managing for Success. With this, we will be paying close attention to the major events in sport, along with the organisational structures. Other elements shown will include the view in which the participant has grown and the specific sports systems through hockey in Australia. Sports delivery systems are a range of agencies that combine, compete, and contribute to the delivery of sport for all. These agencies, competitions, and services delivered to participants at any level they are able to achieve and comprise the delivery systems of sport. It is important to examine and understand this concept because it broadens the range of sport for many different people, no matter the amount of skill you have as a person. In an article by Mick Green and Shane Collins, they continue onto the rich traditions of searching for sport development relating to success in sport. In comparing Australia to Finland, it was said that in Australia, sports policies have become focused on the elite, whereas in Finland it has been as a means to encourage participation. Rick Charlesworth started playing cricket in 1969 for the under-19s team before playing A grade. He played 47 first-class matches for Western Australia, making 2,327 runs from the years 1972 to 1979. He was also a squad member in the winning season of 1974 to 1975. Rick Charlesworth managed to play hockey at the same time and was coached by Ray House. Rick played and captained the Western Australia hockey team and the Australia men's field hockey team, the Kookaburras. From there, he was selected to represent 5 hockey teams at the Olympics from the years 1972, 1976, 1980, 1984, and 1988. Rick retired from playing after representing Australia at the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. He played 227 games for his country. Rick Charlesworth then moved to coaching the Australia women's hockey team, the Hockey Roos. Coaching does not come naturally to Rick, and coaching the women's team was not his first coaching experience. Rick Charlesworth started coaching in 1971 with the Cricketers under-14s team. In coaching the women's hockey team, Rick managed to pull through many wins, including a gold medal in the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. Charlesworth has been a mentor to several national team coaches with the Australian Institute of Sport. In 2009, Rick Charlesworth was appointed coach of the Australian national men's hockey team, the Kookaburras. Charlesworth led the team to several wins, which includes the 2009 Men's Championships in Melbourne, the 2010 Hockey World Cup in New Delhi, the 2010 Men's Hockey Championships in Germany, the 2010 Commonwealth Games in Delhi, and the 2014 Hockey World Cup in the Netherlands. After coaching the Kookaburras to success in Netherlands. With Rick Charlesworth's timeline through sport, we can see how he progressed from playing cricket and hockey to coaching both sports and how successful his skills in playing and coaching was. With Rick Charlesworth's success through sport, we notice that some of the major awards given to him would be being inducted into the Wall of Fame in 1987, as well as the Western Australian Sportsman of the Year award, which was given to him 3 times. With the Hockey Roos playing many games, we notice that they have won more games than they have lost. We see this through the table of games completed over the years, including Olympic Games and World Cups. The Australian Women's Sport and Recreation Association explained how Rick's vast knowledge and elite skills are a great bonus to the association. The Federation of Australia Sport has also contributed to the success of Rick Charlesworth. There are many organisations that could and have contributed to Charlesworth's success. However, from the beginning, the one who got him involved, but as much as anything, It was the passion of a man named Doug Mackenzie that drew Charlesworth into the game. Any sporting organisation, whether it be big or small, can impact and change any athlete or participant's future. Not only do organisations motivate you to achieve your goal, it gives you the courage to know that you have the skill and passion to further and better yourself in your profession. How did he become an accomplished coach? It would be because he has taken something from each of his experiences that have made up his life and used the knowledge wisely. His experiences have given him the confidence he has to do his job. One would also ask where he got his coaching experience from. Rick was strongly influenced by the ideas and practices of coaches he has played under. During Rick Charlesworth's career playing for Australia and Western Australia, there were 4 coaches who left an imprint on his approach. These include Arthur Sturgis, Dan McWatters, Richard Agus, and Frank Murray. They were all different in their time and all played a role in Rick's development as an athlete and a coach. With the development of Rick as a coach, he discovered through his years as a player and a coach that every athlete sees the world differently. One would ask, how does a coach reach them all? You cannot treat the players the same way. You can best reach them through individual interactions and exchanges. As Rick Charlesworth said, a coach cannot change an athlete's background, but perhaps can provide another perspective or an environment in which more can be discovered or learned. I believe that Rick Charlesworth has vast knowledge and understanding of sport delivery systems. Rick Charlesworth has been a part of the sports world for a long time and knows how to coach a team. Charlesworth explains in his book that yes, skill does matter, but it is about the passion, the knowledge, and most importantly, heart. You have to want to play the game. The amount of effort you put into the game relates to how successful you will be as an athlete or coach. Sport can exist in many ways and at different levels. The only difference between the sport at different levels is the will to take it to the next one. In relation to the material covered in this unit, in learning about Sport for All, I don't think that Rick Charlesworth has touched base on Sport for All and the development of participation through athletes, and even amateurs with interest in sport who want to participate. We spoke about sports delivery systems only briefly, although I had no knowledge of it before I started this unit. Nonetheless, my knowledge has increased and will continue to increase. Leading can be as difficult as being behind. To get to the position of being a leader, you have to work for it. It's hard getting to the top, but it's even harder staying there. Having an effective team at the top can keep you there. You have to work together to hold it together. As Rick Charlesworth said, basics are the core of a great player's game. I'm still quite uncertain of what sports delivery systems entitle and if these sports systems are needed to have a successful career in the sports industry. I understand that sports delivery systems can help you and take you to the next level, and in doing so, aren't there consequences that come with it? In any sporting pathway, there will always be negatives, no matter how successful you are as an athlete and as a coach. I think that is part of the message that Rick Charlesworth is trying to get across. Often the best and most telling lessons an organisation can learn from come from mistakes, whether it be recruiting players, advertising, and even strategy. It comes as a surprise to get it right the first time. A quote from Aristotle says, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit."